Hello everyone, my name is Impeccable and welcome back to a brand new Satisfactory live stream. Thank you very much first of all to everyone that tuned into our Battlefield live stream yesterday, but today we are back on some Satisfactory, and honestly I have missed it. The last time that I streamed, which was a couple days ago now, we left off on this project, which is where we are designing our conveyor belt highway. I forgot what it was called there for a second, it's literally in the title, but yes, it's our conveyor belt highway. And it's a rather complex project, but essentially, let me run you through it. Welcome Vinod, by the way, first one to tune in, hope that you're doing well. So on this floor right here, we've got our conveyor belts. I believe we can handle 29 different conveyor belts at a time, which isn't too bad. Let's say, for example, there is a resource below us. All I have to do is just get the resource belted up right there where you can see the conveyor belt lift, bring it up through there. And, that's basically it. Yeah, just bring it onto this floor. I can have it on a multi-different level, by the way. So this is level 1. I can have up to 3 different levels, which is great. Which, again, definitely does actually help. So, yeah, that's basically it for the conveyor belt floor itself. Then up here, we've then got a floor for our roads. And we've also got a hypertube. Yes, I remember the name of it this time, a hypertube. There's a few things that I do want to try and redesign. Because this project, it's fine. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done for it. So that's what we'll be doing today. Essentially, I find this pattern a bit too repetitive, so I'm going to end up keeping this design, but then have another straight design as well, where I end up removing one of these, and then replacing this with just one of these tilted 8-meter concrete walls. I then want to have a left and a right turn, potentially even like a T-junction design there as well, a vertical ramp, actually 3 different blueprints there for the ramp, one where we go from the lower level onto the ramp, then when we go from the upper level down to the lower level. You'll see the reason as to why there's 3 different blueprints for it in just a minute. Something else I do also want to try and design is an extra like power tower blueprint over here as well, which is essentially this thing, where I get the power tower, and I stick it on the side here, with its own separate blueprint of course. I've done this before with a previous design, and it ended up looking really nice. It's another way that I can transport power as well. Of course this won't be facing south, would be facing west, but you guys get the gist. This is the second time you've made a stream at a convenient time. Oh, nice. Yeah, I started my stream a little bit late today, but yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to stream because I had a bit of a rough day today, but we're live anyway. As I take a massive gulp of water to try and get me through it. So the good news is, we've finished all of our logistics for this area. There are still a couple more things that I do want to try and make, but none of which are urgent. And look at all the resources we have been able to collect. We've got a really good amount of crystal oscillators, a great amount of computers, a fantastic amounts of those adaptive control units as well. So thanks, that's alright. That's completely fine. Heavy modular frames is great. I've actually got a lot more than that stored. Also 3,000 of those circuit boards as well, so that's fantastic stuff. I've also got a I've got a dismantle crate. I know why. Because I recorded a segment where I removed a bunch of my computers. I've actually got a lot more computers than that. It's 1,800. We've got 1776. I've got to be careful because my computers might declare independence on me. But as of right now, that's completely fine. Okay. So, with you, how am I going to, like, try and do this? The very first thing I suppose I want to try and do is get rid of this, then add the concrete wall into there. I don't put the chat for the entire streams, you can use... Oh, yes, yes. The only time I have to remove the chat is when I record clips. And I don't think I'll be recording many clips on the actual stream itself. A lot of that will be done after the stream's over. Because right before I started streaming today, I recorded some clips beforehand. So I'll be doing like a before and after kind of thing. Because essentially what I said was, I now want to... I showed them around this blueprint, and then I said I want to try and design a couple more blueprints. So that's what we're doing now. Okay, with you. I suppose you have to go, don't you? Yeah, you can go. I think this will be a good idea overall. I think so. You can go, you can go. No, same with this. Do 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 do. This bloody song by Madness stuck in my head. It's annoying. It's a good song, but it's annoying to have songs stuck in your head. It's alright when it's a song you like, not when it's a song that you actively despise that you just can't get out of your head. Welcome, Maga. Hope that you're doing well. Welcome to this stream. There we go. I always get an email from YouTube being like, hey, you're live. It's like, really? Am I? I had no idea. Although, to be fair though, I would much rather them send that email and I know that I'm live rather than like accidentally going live without realizing. Because I've done that before and it's, yeah. It was a Pokemon stream as well. This was a while ago though. Long time ago. So it ends up looking like that. I think that would be fine overall. I tried to turn Lumen on, by the way, for the first time. And, like, this is literally how my game runs. It's like this sort of, like, frame rate. it's really bad, but oh well. I wouldn't mind a PC upgrade, but the thing is, I'm trying to save up for university, so it's not really, like, a sensible thing to spend, like, an extra £1,000 on a PC when this one's running fine. Although, to be fair, I would say it's getting towards that stage now of this PC where I should probably start looking for either upgrading parts or just getting a whole new PC. It is old. It is. I think it's almost 8 years old, I believe. I mean, saying that, I have got a laptop, not on me right now, but I think that 2006 we got that? Yeah, it doesn't really run any game. The only game it was able to run was the original Age of Empires 2. Yep. An earworm. You're supposed to conquer that by listening to... Am I doing it wrong? 10 frames per second? Yeah. It's fantastic. Like, it looks really nice. If I was to take a screenshot, it would look quite nice, but... yeah. Wasn't fantastic. Wasn't very smooth, believe it or not. I wouldn't say I'm massively surprised, though. I remove you, and you're already gone. Nice. So, oh, okay. So, okay, wow, wow. Essentially, today's stream is going to be our conveyor belt bridge, and I'll be making quite a few different blueprints for it, and I want to try and see if they're all going to fit together. I don't know how many blueprints we're going to get done today, if I'm completely honest, but I'm hoping to get a pretty good amount. Did one more up here as well. Like so. And an orange one right there. You just slide in. Okay, what's going on? I know what's going on. Only a very slight difference. What I've got to try and do here is remove you lot and replace you with you. Perfect. So everything on this side, I believe, is now completely done. No, we're still going to do a couple more adjustments up here. But the reason as to why I'm doing this is because I don't want everything to look too similar. I want to try and have like a bit of a gap, a bit of like a bit of a different pattern, let's just say. I think will look a bit better. Welcome, Sack. Hope that you're doing well. I'm very surprised you weren't up at 4 AM today playing Battlefield. I know you were probably so excited to log on, but oh well. Hope that you're doing well though. There we go. Anything else for that side? I don't think so. No, it should be alright. Now it's just this side I'm going to try and work on. Which isn't too bad. Plug that into there. We'll do all this stuff first. Easy peasy. Wait. Let's turn the torch on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, progress. We have made progress. Yep. Oh, that's messed up. Once I'm playing Battlefield, the thing is, right, here's the truth. I was so excited to play it this morning. I woke up giddy with a massive smile on my face. Like, just waiting to play the game. But then my finger slipped and launched this game instead, so here we are. That's my excuse. Up. There we go. So I think everything should be fine here now. Yeah, looking good. Okay, great. Then I've got to try and change the bit up here. Then that should be it, I believe. So you successfully made 50.4 uranium fuel rods per minute, meaning you now need 108 fully overclocked reactors. Now you've built the reactors, and I think this power plant will look like a cloud factory. As in, like, because of all the smoke, or because of the way you've designed it. Because I've got a feeling it might be, well, pollution-wise, not great for the planet. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't really need an excuse, do I? So the way that I've done the... Oh, okay, I see what I've done. I think I also need one more here, don't I? That's better. Okay. So the only thing I need to add is... that? No, how am I... Okay, wow. The steam from it, yeah. I can imagine. So I think that's the second blueprint now. Well, technically the first blueprint done. I've done all the lights, right? Ah, I've missed one. See, that's why I always double check these things. Regarding... Oh dear, the lag. Regarding you lots, I believe you've also got to come down, don't you? Okay, I checked that as well. Welcome, Jack-O-Lantern. Hope that you're doing well. Do you use priority power switch? I've never used one in my life. I'm gonna be completely honest. I know they're in the game. I know they can be great. Never used one. Because the thing is, the only lights I use are these, or... Where is it? This, the ceiling lights. And normally with the ceiling light, I just have it like it's regular white setting. I don't bother with anything else. You can do, and that's completely fine, but... It's just not really something I've dealt with. I suppose I could try and deal with it in this series, though, just so I can try and say I've done it. And that's what this series is hopefully going to be about, by the way. Just going out of my comfort zone and trying to design factories that otherwise I wouldn't have done. That's what the last series was about as well. We definitely achieved that with our aluminium factory, or aluminum factory. But, yeah, we didn't manage to progress very far with that because my PC said, nah, essentially. Comp cliche reception on Battlefield 6 is in the minority. Everyone else has the exact same criticism of the game, except that it feels like Battlefield. Really? Weird. Because from what I've... Like, the thing is, right? From the conversations I've heard about people that have played the new Battlefield game, like, they have very similar thoughts to us, like the ammunition stuff, the... oh god, what else? The SMGs being, like, really good, shotguns not being in secondaries. But then whenever I watch a stream, all the streamers are saying it's the best Battlefield they've ever played. I don't know what's going on. It's like the streamers and the players have sort of just lost sense of everything. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, you're done. Did I definitely saved this, right? I'll save it just in case. I think I did, though. Great, so you're done. Now what I want to try and do is actually load back up you. You don't have the resources. Me, I just... Okay, that's fine. You don't have the resources. Right, so if I was to clear you... Also, yeah, the new blueprint, by the way, I've made some additions to it, and now it consumes over 2,000 concrete per blueprint. I do not know how I've managed to make a blueprint that consumes 2,000 concrete plus the other crap. But we've done it, everyone. We've done it. We've... And obviously, like, 500 iron plates and... The LMG in the corner? Yeah. The snipers aren't a problem either. No, no, no. People that say that sniping in the back of the map's a problem, they're just haters, man. They're absolutely delulu. There we go. Okay, so now that I've got that, I should be able to get all the resources from that blueprint, then start the next one. Grand, okay. Loads. You know what I can actually do? This could help. Blueprints. Edits. You. Bang. Bang. You've got the exact same name there. Obviously, you haven't got the exact same name because you're 001, you're 002, but from this POV, you have got the same name. Does it matter? No. I could just read, luckily, so should be alright. The next thing that I want to try and design now is essentially our power tower blueprints. And the way that this is going to work is that we're going to have one at the edge of here. So like this isn't just going to be a viewing deck. It's also going to be a viewing deck underneath our power tower. So it's going to have a purpose. Yay, I love designing things with a purpose. So I'm going to get rid of you. Then what I'm going to do is you. You're 001, so you're going to be 9, you're going to be 10. Select you. I know that you want to work. I know that you really do. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see now. Does it still look repetitive or does it look a little bit better? Because that's like the main problem that I have with blueprints. Is trying to make it not look like you have just placed down like 15 blueprints in a row. See, that's better. I honestly think that's now better. It makes almost zero difference. But it looks a bit different though. Yeah. Okay. I'm not a massive fan actually of this. So I'm going to get rid of that one there as well. But everything else though, I think it's better. Yeah. Although one thing I could also try and change there with that second blueprint is actually just completely remove this part here and just have it flat. That could be a possibility as well. I'm most certainly going to be considering. But you're the first one though, so what I'm going to try and do is keep you here. Gee, what level are you? This might be a bit easier in fact. So if I was to grab, you know, you. You're 10. You're exactly 10 up, which means that the foundation on the yellow is 9. Okay, so clear you. We're going to build this here. Foundation is up on the 9. Yeah, thank you again to everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Hope that everyone's having a nice day so far. And if not, I hope it gets better. Lovely, good start. In fact, I can probably just get rid of you there as well. Grand. And this is what I'm going to have to try and copy a little... Well, not like a full-on copy, just like a little copy. So. Wall. Down. No. By 4. After you left... you told Kumo that maybe we are just watched at Battlefield 6 and it was the ultimate rage bait. We peaked after the first 3 minutes. I was honestly half tempted to boot up Battlefield 5 today. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I was generally tempted. I didn't though. I didn't. Tearing the roof of the modular frame factory. Ooh. That should be interesting. Wall. You know what I'm actually going to try and do here? No. That was a fantastic conversation. Hope that you guys enjoyed that one. You know what I'm going to do? No. It was just so much bullshit, I even stopped myself before even saying it. But I was going to essentially try and like design something underneath here, but there's just no points. That's just a waste of my time, therefore it's a waste of yours as well, so no. Then do that, which then means I've made... Wait. Oh, feck sakes, man. I think I made everything one too low there. Obviously. There we go. It is quite difficult trying to get everything right. Especially after you've already built it, because the thing is, like, when you're very first designing something, I suppose it can be quite difficult, but at the same time, you haven't really got a guidebook. You just do something and hope that it works out. Whereas when I'm trying to copy what I've designed, because of how complex and essentially dumb it is, it's sometimes hard to copy what it is, because I haven't written out a guide for myself. It's just, do you remember that thing that you built? Yeah, do it again, just change it, essentially. You had to start a new 1.1 game. Oh, really? Well, because of the modular frame factory? Was it, like, in that much trouble? Welcome, Anti-Crisis players. Hope that you're doing good. How are you doing? Every pro player spends 90% of their time in Blueprint Designer in this game. Yeah, I try not to do it too much on camera anymore. But the thing is, if I was to do this off camera, it would take me like 6 hours. And then if I was to stream for 3 hours, that's 9 hours of Satisfactory in one day, which is a bit too much. Or I don't stream that day, but then what's the point? Because I'm more of a streamer now than a content creator. Which is the way I've always wanted it to be, so... It's trying to find that balance between not spending every single stream in the Blueprint Designer and also doing other things like exploring, adventuring, all that sort of stuff. That's the same thing. So, how am I going to do this? I place you down, and then how tall are you? 8. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. It's been good. I don't know how you say good in German. Wow, very bilingual. I know. Mad. So, wait, you're on top. How do I do that? Oh, dear. How did I actually do that? I just... No, because you're now upside down. Oh, it works. No, okay, it didn't work. I'll do this then. Splitting this up a few times. Oh, it's actually perfect. Wow. I could have just done this. Damn it, man. Up by 8. Twitch says you're playing Battlefield. Oh, does it still say Battlefield 6 on Twitch? Oh, well. I'm going to keep it like that now. No one on Twitch will be able to find this stream. That's honestly fine, though. Okay, then you have to go down, then paint everything. To remind yourself that you're actually not trash at FPS. Yeah. I think I actually might be. I've retired, you know. That's what it is. I'm old now. I'm old. I'm grey. My beard's gotten grey. I haven't got a beard. You know, honestly, it's just... Yeah. I've retired. So, let's just go up with you for a little bit. Because essentially I missed the... Okay. So the way that this is now going to work is that you're going to go from here down by 3. There we go. And get rid of that. Get rid of a couple of you lots. And the question is, because you're at the very top, aren't you? I'm actually going to go back down by 1. Play Satisfactory, but now you do some programming with AI. Oh, wow. That sounds good. Too lazy for it? English isn't your native language. Oh, it's fine. There's lots of content creators that speak in their own language. Like, for example, with Satisfactory, there's lots of players that don't speak English. Yeah, they record in their own language, and yet they do quite well. I mean, granted, if you spoke, like, one of the 256,000 like Indonesian languages, then maybe not everyone can understand what you're saying. But if it's like French, German, Hindi, you know, there's lots of people that do play Battlefield, Jesus, that play Satisfactory that do understand what you're saying and might prefer it. So you never know. It's always a possibility to consider. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying if you wanted to, there's no reason why not. Okay, so now after I've done this, the only thing that I want to try and get accomplished now is you. It's our power tower. Now, you're a big boy, aren't you? Yes. Bit of a problem. And apparently it's clipping over the blueprint designer, because now you're too tall. Yay. Of course you are. That's annoying, because everything else that I've built so far has actually been fine. If I was to save you as... In fact, what did I save the other ones as? Conveyor Highway Straight 003. Okay. Was it in caps? I don't think so. Don't worry though, I came for the Satisfactory. Oh, nice man, thank you. I can imagine those Battlefield people were clicking on the stream like, what? Battlefield 6 building a conveyor belt highway? What? A conveyor, a highway, straight 001? Okay, good, yes. So this is correct. Color-wise, I don't know what I went with. Vehicle? It was some sort of vehicle, wasn't it? It wasn't a building. It was like a sticker. Where is it? It's definitely not in parts. It's not in equipment. Oh, you know what it might have been? The Explorer. Was it that? Oh wait, no, it might have been a Mark IV blueprint designer, not Mark IV conveyor belt. There we go. Color-wise, I believe it was like a darkish sort of orange. I'll keep it like that for now. If I have to change things in just a moment, so that's completely fine. The conveyor highway. Straight. Okay, that's all good. Lovely. Lovely. The reason as to why I wanted to do that, so I can get rid of this. No. Clear blueprint designer. Then get you. And can I lower you down? I can. Almost entirely, in fact. But the question now is, are you going to work? Because sometimes it won't work. Yeah, no. Blueprint has no cost. Okay, I suppose I can manually add in the power towers, but that's just a bit of a nightmare. Right. And if I was to do this... Okay. That's annoying. Let's just see what it's going to look like for now. Because I might have to make some adjustments to it anyway. Roadway, yes. 5,000 players from your country in this game. Oh, right. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, that's fair enough. That's alright. So I want you to line up here, which you should do perfectly. That's one thing that you should do. If anything. Okay, I've got to add those spikes here as well. This will then have to be slightly adjust so I can walk onto here. That's completely fine. Then what I could try and do, of course, I've got to add in the an extra wall down on that side. Then open up this area here as well. So I can walk from there into there. And this is where our power towers are going to be. Although preferably I've got to try and make it a bit wider. It's definitely like flipping here, isn't it? So there's pretty good. So 1.5. Okay, we're going to come out by 1.5. Right. That isn't necessarily bad. It's not bad. It isn't great, because I've got to sort of like extend it, so I might as well build the same thing down there, but actually lower it down this time, so I can try and fit that onto here. Okay. In case industrial pipe factory sometime soon. Oh, nice. Need rotors and smart plating first. Yeah, that should be a pretty interesting... Wait. EIP? EIP. I thought that was encased industrial pipe, like the alternate for the encased industrial beam. That can't be what it stands for. Electromagnetic... something? I don't know. That's interesting though. Good luck, man. It sounds like it might be a bit of a difficult thing to do, but I think it's worth it. Right, so you can... Wait. If I was to keep you there... Oh, it is the encased industrial pipe. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're still overlapping? So I can't do that there anyway. Okay, so I might as well just keep it the way it is. Right. That's fine. Saves me some time at least. All it means that I have to just place down the power tower manually, but that's kind of okay. I've got to connect up the power together anyway. Holy. Okay. There we go. So anything else I need to do here? Underneath. Let's just start at the very bottom first. Anything here? After I get rid of that, yes. So you remain there. Actually, no, you're technically... No, technically you're actually fine. That wasn't part of this blueprint. That was part of that blueprint. Add that there. Yep, that's fine. Yep, at the very top. Okay, yes. So I've got to increase you by half a foundation. How are we going to do that? Should I do 3 half foundations together? Could do, but what's the point? Okay. Let's do this. We'll grab that. That. There we go. Do the exact same thing over here as well. Welcome, Anchu. Hello. How are you doing? Hope that you're well. I've also got to come back the other way as well by about half a foundation, which yet again, it's not terrible. It's very simple to do. I've literally built everything I have to build. Just slightly move it over a little bit. Give it a little nudge. That should be that. Do. Good, how are you? Yeah, not too bad. Not the best day of my life, but you know what? It's not dreadful, so it is what it is. Are you the same material? So I think you should be asphalt, but at the same time, do I want you to be the same color as the road? No, I don't. What do we do up here? I know it's coated concrete, but like, how does it look? It looks fine, to be honest. We'll definitely have some markings, though. Yeah, I'll definitely add the markings, and that should be fine. Chuck that down there. Where did I place down the other one? Oh, okay. That's... okay, fine. Chuck you down there. It is a bit wider. Does it matter? It might do. I don't know how this is going to look, which is like another sort of concern that I've got. I can't imagine it looking dreadful, but I'm just... I don't know. Unsure, if I'm honest with you. Unsure. And you go up by 8. Lovely. Now with you lot, we do the exact same thing. So you're going to come up by half a foundation, which means that you are going to be colliding a little bit. Not a massive problem, though. Same thing here with you. I was thinking the other day about actually getting City Skylines 2. I know it's got mixed reviews, some people say it's terrible. Although, I think it looks rather interesting, so I am tempted on picking it up. I've got many hours in City Skylines 1. So, it'll be one of those games where I'll know roughly what I'm doing. I don't think I'll I might stream, I don't know. The main game that I'll be making content for on this channel would always be Satisfactory, at least for the next few months, so there's not too much to worry about that. But at the same time though, playing this game for a few thousand hours, it's a lot. And sometimes it breaks quite nice in between each session. I'll let you guys know when I'm starting to feel a bit overwhelmed about the game, but as of right now, nah. We're fine, if I'm honest. Right, then for this side, what do? We do this. Chuck you there. Then come back over here, grab you. We're actually running low on concrete. I wonder why. I honestly wonder why. Wow, I honestly cannot even think of the answer. Maybe I can. Because there's like 2, 4... There's 8,000 concrete in that blueprint. 8,000. That's 16 stacks of concrete. And I've travelled 20 foundations. Bro. That's a stack of concrete per foundation. Is that right? No, it can't be. If it's 2,000... No, it's like... It's 400 concrete per foundation. Bro. How... Okay, when you put it like that, that is mad. How have I managed to use... Doesn't matter. That is kind of crazy, though, regardless. Right, yeah, you're fine. There's not too much more I want to add up there. Same with you. I think you're fine here as well. And I think this blueprint is done now. I've just realized another problem there. If this is going to be 1.5 wide, but this part is only 1 wide, then it's going to look really weird. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, this is actually quite a big problem. Let's see. So I come to here. We get rid of that. That's fine. Wait, no, default, please. Thank you. Get rid of you lots. Then get rid of that there as well. Get rid of that. Oh, I didn't do the sticky up things at the top. That's their official name. I forgot how quickly this thing burns. Them. The braided cable, we didn't do that. Oh well. Let's grab... Is it that one? Yeah, it is that one. So now that it sticks over the side, how am I going to combat this problem? Because the good news is now, I can place down this. And it should just about fit. Yeah, but you've got to be angled slightly as well. Okay. That looks fine from here. But then, yeah, from around here, it does look massively out of place. It looks huge. Is there a way that I can make the top part 1.5 foundations and the bottom part 1 foundation? I assume so. I don't see why not. It would just, like, this part here would have to bend a little bit. Let's try. And again, this shouldn't take too long to do. But I'd rather get it right rather than, like, rush it. Doesn't look greater than just, like, having to constantly see it. Because unlike everything we built so far, this is here to stay for the next few hundred hours. Maybe even over 1,000 hours, however long this world is going to be around for. So we do have to get this right. Even if it does take us a while to get it done. We will get it done. So everything up here stays. I suppose you can then stay there as well. It will look like this. Then you'll be grey. And by one more, so it's 4 in total. Okay, nice. I was to move it over to around about here. Actually, do I want to do that for this one? No, I suppose... Yes. Blueprint's looking nice, thank you. Welcome, Snapdragon. So if I was to move you a bit further back instead, so have you line up with the end of this, that would then look interesting. Don't know if it would look good, but it should look alright. Oh dear. Lovely. And line you up together. Great. Before I like fuss about all the colours, I just wanted to try and see how this is going to look when it's all lined up properly. So here I don't need to do anything because that should be doing it for me. You'll be going up to around about there. I think what I'll probably end up doing is... bringing you down from here, regardless. So where's that? That's about here, I'd say. 8 meters, lovely. Nudging it over there a little bit. Have you come down. So essentially, this is going to end up being... Yeah, I can bring up to here, I'd say. Yeah. 3 wires like that. And of course, that one's going to be there. We'll see how that ends up looking. I'm not sure. Do I still play Fall Guys? No. So, what else do we do now? I keep that one the way it is. And I'll grab you. And again, probably activate the free... Is it free fall? No, not... What's it called? Free fall? Free form, that's the one. From there to the top of here. But why is it angled? It shouldn't be angled. Doesn't look great. If I bring it up to there, maybe. From South Africa, welcome, Crazy Carrots. Good to have you watching today's stream. Welcome. And bring you up there as well. Of course, we are going to be decorating the inside of here as well. I just want to try and see if the shape itself is going to look fine. It does look a bit weird for now, but let's try and do the colours here as well. I doubt that's going to massively help, but might as well try. It's all about trying. If it goes well, fantastic. If it doesn't go well, that's alright, you tried. That's what we're here to do. There we go. So I'll save you again. 3rd time lucky. Well, it's not the last time we're going to be coming up back there today, but let's see if it's going to be potentially 3rd time lucky. Okay. So you will line up to here. That is now 3 wide, just the way I wanted it to be. How does it look from the top? Couldn't find the cursor there for a minute. Well, firstly, the concrete's a different colour, but let's not worry about that too much. Right. So a few things to take away from this. If I was to remove you... and look at it again. It's huge. Like it... Oh, hello, moth. Right. It is huge. Although it's not bad. If we add this design... we've got around here. If you just add that around there as well, it could look a bit better. That's... okay, I suppose. Underneath here, how are we looking? That's fine. Yeah, everything underneath there is completely fine. I don't think there's too much more I want to try and change here. Okay. Let's just get to detailing, I suppose. So adding this on top of there. Then should we actually see what it looks like with the power tower? Where is it? Building, power. I never actually placed down these things, but they're still good to have. And there's one very final thing I want to try and do here as well. As I place this down. Good. So the way that this is going to work is that we're going to have one there, have a gap, and have one more here. And let's just hope the distance we're able to reach. I mean, the distance can most certainly reach, right? Yeah, okay, grand. Because that would have been a concern, but I was like 100% sure, if I'm honest, that was going to reach. So I wasn't like massively concerned about it. I do want to try and actually add you to my hotbar here since I'll be using you quite a bit. There we go. Resource-wise, how expensive is this? 120 concrete, 48, 90. Oh yeah, that's actually quite good. Yep. It's not bad at all. We've made worse. Oh dude, we've definitely made worse. So, build it. Back onto the power tower. There we go. Hey, Crazy Carrot with the sub. Thank you very much, man. I do greatly appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, and I hope that you enjoy your stay. Thank you. Why don't I play Fall Guys? I've got a good couple thousand hours in that game, and quite frankly, I wanted a bit of a break. If I'm completely honest, that's just the main reason. I do occasionally play Fall Guys, but I must say it's not as much as I used to. But like, if a friend of mine was to say, do you want to play Fall Guys? I wouldn't be like, ew, no, 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 no. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Okay, just adding in this power tower, in my opinion, has made such a massive difference to this blueprint. I really like that. The actual, like, base of it, again, I'm not entirely sure about, especially from this angle. Because you can clearly see it's a bit off. You know what we'll actually do? Yeah, I might even extend you out, again, by half a foundation there. Then that might look a bit, like, less terrible. As of right now, it looks a bit wonky, like it's about to fall down or something. So I think what we'll do is I'll extend you out by half a foundation. Stick you up. I suppose here. Then see how that's going to look. And then just, again, markings there, little bits there on top, braided cable. But I think we have done a pretty good thing here. I wouldn't say it's too bad. 3,000 hours in Satisfactory, nice. That's a long time, but I think I've got about the same. It says that I've got about 4,000 hours, but some of that time was like AFK, or waiting for items to load, or like exploring, things like that. Okay, so we said that this has to go. That's alright. That's where it only did one side, if I was quite unsure about it. But now we know. With the markings, I can almost guarantee this won't be right. I know it's the right colour, so you go straight into that corner. Is it going to be lining up with each other, though? Yes, it should do. Great. That's one thing I normally get wrong, is that I'll design markings for one blueprint, markings for another blueprint, and then they don't line up properly, and it absolutely just twists my organs together. I really don't like it. Oh well. So I'll get rid of you. Also, the half foundation, I can't have any markings on, which is quite annoying. That's definitely one thing I would like them to try and add an update to 1.2. Is like, for example, half foundations like this, and even other things like these lots. I don't think you can add markings to them. Oh, you can for this one. No way. Cool. But for half foundations, you can't. I had no idea you can do it for that blueprint. That's nice. Did I get rid of that? Why is right? Okay. So add you into there. Add you into here. Then remove you. Like, well, not remove, just if anything, move you over to here. What day is it today? Friday. Yes, almost the weekend. Hope that you guys are looking forward to it. It is Friday today, right? Yesterday, I felt like it just didn't happen. It just zoomed past. I feel like that's been happening to me a lot recently. Where I blink and a day's gone past, and I'm wondering how the hell has that happened? Oh well. That's life. Oh. How have I... My Satisfactory lack of expertise is sometimes unbelievably shocking. If there was like a medal for like how bad can a player be at Satisfactory, I would probably be in like contention of that. Let's Game It Out might win it. No, I'm joking. Let's Game It Out is like I always say, it's got a unique playstyle, but I would say it's a pretty good playstyle. And like whenever I talk about Let's Game It Out, I have the exact same response. It just goes to show that this game doesn't have one specific playstyle. You can play however you want, and it can still be fun. Which not many games have that sort of factor now. It's like you have to play doing this storyline, otherwise you can't play the game. Or you have to do this, build that, and then do that. It's like, no. In Satisfactory, I suppose you have to build the space elevators if you want to progress. But you're not necessarily forced to. If you want to take your time, then I suppose you can. It means that you'll end up being a bit slow, that's all. Okay, right, so I'll chuck you guys down over there. No. No. Gosh darn it. There we go. Was that so difficult? Apparently so. So, the way that I've designed you is that, yeah, you're in line with this. Yeah, okay, good, yep. Just making sure. And do that there as well. Okay, it looks fine now, I think. Let's just see. I think it's a lot better than what we had before, at least. Even though it's not a massive difference, it still is a difference. Then jump down here. Do-do-do-do. See, yeah, now from this angle it's a bit better. It is quite wide, but that's fine. It just means that it's going to end up taking up a bit more room. And if we are going through an area that is a bit tighter, I don't necessarily need to have this. Like, it's one of those things, if I don't want it, I can just go with this blueprint, or with that one. It doesn't have to be here. But if it is a bit wide, like up here, for example, then yeah, no reason why not to have it. You're fine down there. How do you look from this angle? Looks alright. Up here's fine as well. Great, so I think this blueprint's pretty much done. Now I'll come back down over here for a second. And load in, if I can even afford it, you. Okay. 1 hour left at work, nice. You can make it through this, I believe in you. I do. So all of you have got to go now. No, you can stay. Including... No, you can stay there as well. You, yes. That's... Oh, the one thing I didn't do was add the spikes again. Bloody hell, why do I keep forgetting about that? So you go directly to here. Actually looks a bit weird as of right now. Definitely something we can try and fix. How? The stream's helping, I'm glad. I'm glad. There we go. I mean, that is such a simple fix. Although you're 1.5 wide, not 1. So is this not wide enough? I could go back by an extra half. Or 1, I mean, 1 could still be fine. Let's just try it. If I do the exact same thing on the other side, I don't think I made any other changes here. So, let's give that a shot. Rid of that. And you. Same with all of that. Same with you two up there as well. I don't know why I went over there to select this item when I could have just got it from there, but oh well. I do realize I am using this item quite a lot for this blueprint. I just think it looks quite nice. And chuck you right there. Great. I think everything else from this side is now done. You don't stick out from there, which is, I mean, good. Obviously. Doesn't really matter if you did, though, because then the other foundation would block it anyway. I wish to confirm that? No, that's why I pressed confirm. 1,060 hours in Satisfactory. Oh, nice. It's a long time, but it's worth it. It keeps the brain cells ticking. That's what I say. That's my excuse. All 3 of my active brain cells are enjoying this. Maybe even 4 active brain cells. It depends on the day. You can stay there for now. That's fine. You have decided, you know what? No, let's just not line up. Wait, no, you are lined up. Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. Let's see. And of course, we get le power, le tower. That's French for power tower. Just kidding, no, it's not. I mean, it might be, but I doubt it. Oh, you're too far. Right, okay. That's a simple fix. Can I add something nice into here, though, do you think? Something like this, if it works. There. And then paint you orange. That'll then be fine. Yeah, this is actually okay, because now it sort of blocks, like, this part over here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Again, grab this one. And, okay, that's a bit too low. In fact, like, okay, like, yeah. Just, again, like, a half nudge a bit lower. I can't do that. Okay, right. How about here? No, half nudge again. You can definitely half nudge this, right? Oh, there we go. So what if I was to do this? Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Can I do it like 1 each? It's like 1 black, 1 yellow. Yes. It's little things like this that make little projects like this actually quite nice. Also, it's what drags out the time, really, isn't it? Could have got all of this done in a single stream. In fact, you know what I could have done? Conveyor belt highway. There's your highways. There's your conveyor belt poles. Now build the conveyor belt. There you go, done. Thanks for watching, goodbye. But the problem is, I don't do that. Instead, we try and overcomplicate things. I should have honestly just, like, named my channel The Overcomplicated Pickle at this point. Although that sounds like some sort of, like, mental well-being channel. Is your pickle overwhelmed? No, that sounds... No, it doesn't matter. Cancel that. Cancel the channel. Right, so black, yellow, black, yellow, black. What are you doing? There we go. Then black again. Yeah, I like that. Is that pointless? Absolutely. But we did it anyway. I've got to do it on the other side now. Feck. That's the problem with... Oh dear. That's the problem with like trying to mimic something. So when you do it once and it looks nice, you've then got to do it twice. It's a great stream. I'm glad that you're enjoying it so far. It's a great game. It's called Satisfactory if you've never heard of it before. Essentially a game where you're on an alien planet and you've got to try and survive. You've got to build, create factories, and then send them back to Earth because Earth is in danger. And it's up to you to be as quick as possible to make these pieces and these items and these machines. As you can imagine, I'm not very quick, but we are making them eventually. It might take me 3 to 6 business years, but we'll get there. Anything else I did wrong? I don't think so. Oh yeah, you. Add you around here, why not? Highway 001. Oh, then load in 003 as well. Actually, whilst I'm here, I see. Select color. Have I saved you? I haven't saved you. So I am... No. Select color. Save as... Conveyor. Highway. There we go. Now we can try and get this one. Go into our colors. Load presets. There we go. Save that for now. Now we can make our changes. Great. That didn't take too long. I might have aged half an hour, but that's, you know. But it couldn't have taken half an hour, though. That's impossible. Those are lies of the highest order. How is that going to look? I can barely even see it myself. I know roughly where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's actually going to be fine. I think I should be able to remove that then. 1, 2, 3. Subnautica. Yeah, it's... I suppose it has like survival elements. You don't have to eat, you don't have to drink or anything. But you do have to try and survive on the planet. And there's lots of building involved. You don't have to necessarily build anything. But when it comes to, let's say, like logistics, for example. This is what we managed to build so far. We've got all of this over here. And we've got all of this over here as well. It goes back rather far. This is like our actual starter factory. Then this is everything that we've built recently. Then somewhere over there, you can just about see us. You've got our coal power plants. And a little skyscraper thing. Yeah. I've not done that power plant, but it just took so long that I'm taking a bit of like a mental break from it. That's how you can tell it's been a really fun project. I think we're done here now. I was just gonna see... Okay, one last thing. This is fine the way it is, but... Can I potentially go with something like... this for the outside? Just to see how it's going to look. It might look terrible. And if it does, that's alright. How much coal does that coal use? It's not a lot. It's like... Oh, if I can remember off the top of my head... 3,700? No, that can't be right. Might be, I don't know. We generate about 14,000 megawatts. So, I suppose we can roughly try and find out. So, 14,000 divided by 75. Oh, nice. So we've got 186 coal generators, consuming 15 coal per minute. So roughly 2,790 coal per minute. Which isn't terrible. I mean, it's... Oh, that's the wrong way. It's not great, but for this stage of the game, I don't know, I'm alright with it. Could this be an interesting solution? And get rid of that. And place you underneath here instead. There we go. Let's see. Have I just, like, ruined this for no reason? If it isn't broken, don't fix it. It wasn't broken, I fixed it anyway. And jump back up here. I mean, from here, it doesn't look too bad. It takes away from that blockiness a little bit, at least. Right, blueprints. 003. Line you up like so. Select that. I don't mind it. I don't think it makes a massive difference. I suppose I'll keep it like this for now. Yeah. Should be alright. So that's our first blueprint done out of about 7. That's the easiest one that we're going to make today. So, and that took an hour. That's that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Obviously, I'm not doing all of them today. But they all have to be done. Tomorrow's stream will be Battlefield. But then the day after that, I might be back on some... Well, I will be back on some more Satisfactory. So that is a Sunday? Yep, Sunday. In fact, I might even stream Satisfactory tomorrow. I might even cancel the Battlefield stream, if I'm honest. Also, my chat is coming out the bottom there a little bit. The reason as to why I might cancel the Battlefield stream, I did sort of talk about it, but the game isn't... It's not terrible, but it's not a game I can see myself playing for a long period of time. And yesterday's stream was the longest stream I've ever done on this channel. And that was long enough. So, yeah. You're done. Now let's try and make our left and right turns. Which should be rather interesting. Oh, actually, ooh, one change I have got to make, though. Load 002. I wanted to try and remove the under bit here. So everything underneath... I'll wait for it to load. Because there's a lot of it to load. And then most certainly get rid of this here as well. I decided that's what we're going to do. The lights there are fine. The lights here are all fine as well. Nice. Okay. Well, that's one thing sorted. Yeah. And the reason as to why I want to do this is because as of right now, oh no, I've got a bit too many of these pillars. I don't think I need that many. So removing them could be a potentially smart idea. Oh. That's fine. All of this is going to go as well. Everything. There we go. Which then includes this area here as well. If I need more of them... Oh, the thing is, I might need more. No, it's okay. It's fine. I'll show you what I can do if I do just need more of them. 14,000 coal. If I was to use a setup, would be 1,400 by 25. 70,000 megawatts. We'll consider that's not too bad at all. Yeah, that's pretty nice. You certainly could do that. The thing is, though, I didn't want to do like a massive coal power plant. But having said that, though, it is also the biggest coal power plant I have ever made, so it's still fairly big. But it's not ludicrous. It's only like 100 and something generators. 186. In fact, no, it's actually closer to 200, I think. Because it's 13... Is it 13? Something tells me it's 13 blueprints which have 3 coal generators. 39. And it's 6 rows long. So it might be 234 generators, but no, it has to be a bit less than that, it can't be. Maybe it's 11 wide. Regardless, I think it's over 200. Do I like Fortnite? I think I've played Fortnite 3 times in my life, and all 3 times I was essentially forced to play it by my friends, so... I wouldn't say it's my go-to game. If there was nothing else to play, then maybe, but I haven't played it in so many years, I can't even comment if I'm honest. Okay, so I think now you are done. So let's save this. Then go back into our blueprint, edit you lot, then chuck you both back into here. Apply changes, you're 2, no. 1, 2, 3. Okay, was that difficult? Apparently so. I'll then load you just for now. There we go. Have I got any resources here I could steal? There we go, lovely. Why have I got so much cable? I should not need that much cable. There we go, that's weird. The longest was the Satisfactory 1.0 playthrough. First stream 6.5 hours. Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yep. I don't know why. I thought that was my longest one, though. Well, clearly not, but I just thought it was. Okay, so that's gone. So now you're going to get replaced by... you. No. Okay, wait. By you. No. By Beck! By you. Okay. Is that right? Again, I do prefer this now. Because it's not coming down here instantly. There's a bit more of a, actually a bit less of a pattern, but that's what I'm kind of looking for here. Because by the time that both of these columns down here, this will end up looking really nice, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Great, so yeah, this bridge is essentially done. You're fine. Now let's work on our left and right turns. How the heck am I going to do that? Okay. So, we are 3 wide at the bottom, 5 wide at the top. Which means that the top one has to instantly turn left. How tall is that blueprint? Doesn't matter which one I select, as long as it's either 1 or 2. So, from this level to the top level, how high is it? I can't do vertical, apparently. What? Oh, that's the inverted ramp. That's why. Okay. Welcome, Meteor Storm. So that you're doing good. Do you guys increase the construction limit to make those mega factories or the base value of the game? I've never actually got to the stage where I've had to. For this factory that I'm planning, I might have to. But hopefully not. That's the plan, at least. Some people I know have had to. But we should be alright. I'm not really doing like a mega factory. It's only like 100... No. A couple 100,000 items per minute. So it's not that bad. Okay, so you're 9 foundations tall from there to there. I suppose I... would I want to column here? I feel like it would make sense. Yes. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of everything from here. There we go. That has to stay. You guys can go though. And then you can go as well. Who would have thought designing a corner would be so difficult? But every single time I've done these roads or these conveyor belt highways, the most complicated things are... Actually, no. The ramps are a nightmare. As you will soon be finding out. Those are just not fun to do. I can try and make it fun to watch at least, but to actually like construct myself, nightmare. Absolute nightmare. It's also one of those things I'll probably end up designing on camera, but having to tweak for hours off camera. It's one of those, yeah. Bit of you there as well. Then get rid of that. Did I not get rid of that for the last blueprints? Oh well. Grab you and do that. No. No. There we go. I make things so difficult for myself. It's actually quite funny. We get some music on in the background here as well. There we go. You've then got to go... This is the easiest part, just getting rid of everything. Also trying not to get rid of too much. So you're going to be bending around this corner to go around there. Everything underneath here should, in theory, be the easiest part. You have hit the object limits, but you haven't had to increase it because for some reason you can still place a lot of objects. Alright. It's handy. I don't know why it does that, but you know what? If it does it, that's pretty good. How come you are missing your lights here? Shouldn't be. And 2 more of you lot. No. Chuck you down over here. So, you're going to be bending around this corner, aren't you? Right. Everything here has to go. I suppose the base could have actually stayed. Right, yeah. Then you can be like that, that's alright. You're gonna have to go. You play Factorio music when you play Satisfactory. If it works, it works. I've never actually heard the Factorio music. I'm sure it's good. I don't think I've actually heard many bad things about Factorio. I've never played it, if I'm completely honest. It's one of those games I would be interested in streaming, potentially. I'd probably do like a community haul over my YouTube channel. Be like, hey, do you guys want me to play this game? If the majority say yes, I'll look into it. If the majority say no, I won't look into it. As simple as that. Okay. So, you come around here. You're exactly 1 foundation. Like so. But you still have to go, apparently. Okay. I say apparently, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've built. I've just accidentally built this monstrosity of a build. Here we are. Oh, here we are. Now it's just the part of hoping everything just works. Which I must admit is easier said than done. Then you're gonna go from there. I don't think I have to design 2 of these, like not one for left, one for right, because it should just carry over. In theory. Like, for example, if I'm going from here to the right turn, I can just do that. But then if I want to turn left, I can then just do that. So I shouldn't have to redesign this twice. It's like a once and that's it kind of thing. I hope. I pray. So you're 3 wide. At the minute, the way that I've designed this is that I've made it only 1 wide. So you've then got to come up by an extra foundation. Of course you do. You've then got to go. You've got to go. You've got to go. You've got to go. Everything's got to go. Totally worth it. Yeah. Factorio, Satisfactory, Surviving. I have played Surviving Mars for about 20 minutes. Yeah. I got it for free. I was like, might as well play it. It seemed fun. The reason why I stopped it originally was because I wanted to record a video about it, but I never got around to doing it. I never installed it again. Yeah, I'm going to have to reconsider that one. Bit of you lot for now. There we go. You guys can also go. Anything else here that I should be worried about? No, that looks all good. Great. So you're going to continue to there. Everything about you is completely fine. As far as what I'm aware, at least. This side's alright. Then what I can do underneath here, it's good just to get, like, the bit underneath out of the way with. Just so I know it's out of the way with, really. You then come round to here. Are you... Yeah, okay, you're on the right level. That's fine. 1, 2. One, 2. I don't think we have an extra one here, do we? But I think we might have tried that. And then it glitched outside of the wall there, so I didn't want to do it. Because it would have looked like this. Yeah, see, that's what I didn't want to happen, having that thing there. So, we made the right call there in the end. Well done, me. Round of applause. Okay, that's enough. So, this area here, what on earth am I going to do with you? I don't particularly fancy a redesign, so instead what I'm going to do is this. One there, one there. Bring you down to here. Bring you down to... Thank you. Then chuck you here. Surviving Mars may get hard, but you have over 900 hours on that. The difficulty is the learning curve and the handful of streamer play like the actual... Oh, okay. That sounds interesting, though. It's not one of those games I looked at and thought, no. It's one of those games I thought, oh, it's pretty good, actually. Wait, did I want to keep that there? Here's actually a thought. Do I want to have this here? No, you'll be on the corner, so you've actually got to go as well. Very quickly, let me just make sure that I save this as... Yep. Good. Just in case I accidentally overwrite that blueprint with this blueprint, because I don't even want to think about like having to redesign that all over again. Is this side done? No. I was hoping to say yes there, but I forgot about this part. You gotta go. Bit off there's gotta go as well. Okay. Nice. So everything here's done, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Then in this corner, we do pretty much the exact same thing coming out over here. You know what? Maybe this actually isn't that bad. Oh. I jinxed it. 1. And leave a gap, right? Of 1. 1, leave a gap. 1. Oh, there's like a little tiny little thing there. How wide is that? Is it by 4? Yes, it is. That's exactly how it should look. Fantastic. After playing for 200 hours, your entire game changed and it got easier. Only Rebel Yell is the hardest, and the new war is the only one you could find. Could fail. I'll have to give it another go then. Again, that's one of those games I could probably like stream one day, have a bit of fun. You guys can watch as I continuously die again and again and again. Be a good laugh. Oh, it'll be a good laugh for you. That's alright. I'm willing to put myself in that situation for an entertaining stream. It depends on the situation though. Like, I won't do what, like, I Showed Speed does, where he potentially harms the people around him for a view. But if it's me failing at a game hilariously, then yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so that part's now done. That's great. If I... Oh, I've got to do you again. Oh, that's okay. Ah. Only someone added a wall here. Although I'll do that after I do that, though. I got so concerned there that I've actually been live for 2 hours, but no. Right, yeah, you lot have got to do a bit of a drastic change up here. I look forward to that. No, I don't, but that's fine. I'm very good at setting this, aren't I? Thing is, I do love making blueprints. There's something about it that's like so satisfying, especially like when you're trying to make constructors or modular factories. It is so satisfying. But having to redo a blueprint multiple different times, that's enough to ruin my last 2 brain cells. It is. My last 2 preserved brain cells. And I like my last 2 brain cells. I'd rather try and keep them if I can. Okay, so I'll get rid of you then for now. You, again, have got to try and turn here at some point or another. You just don't need to be there, to be honest. So, yeah. Bye. Same with you. Same with you. Great. We are making progress. It might not look like it, but we are making progress. I'll save the blueprints again, just in case our game crashes. It shouldn't do. Yep. Wall time now. So we got... Oh, of course I fell down that. You... It just starts from... I think it's... Is it there? It can't be there. It has to be here, but then that's not even. I can't even make it up there. There we go. Why are you... Actually, that should be fine. Yeah, boy. Start with you. And zoop you out to there, but make you a half. Might as well try and turn you around here as well. Without guides, I'll probably have to do like a quick playthrough off camera before I do it. Unless I do like a little guide tutorial on camera. So micros required, I can imagine, yeah. It sounds interesting though. It does. Oh no. Sorry, I yawned halfway through that. Oh dear. I'm supposed to half nudge you back, aren't I? Yeah. That's alright, that's not really a drama. Yes. Same thing here with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're a bit too low. Unless you're a bit too high, but I think you're actually right, aren't you? Yeah, so I think you were actually a bit too low. There. What? So I can go to there, but I can't go to the other one. No, I can. Okay, right. That's fine. I don't know. Get rid of you. Yep. And in theory, bring you out by... Actually, I shouldn't have to. No, that should be alright. I don't need to do anything that I don't need to do. As simple as that sounds to say, it's important to remind myself that sometimes you just gotta stick to the plan. The problem is, though, I'm the one making the plan, so I don't quite know what the plan actually is. Just do stuff and hope it looks nice. That's essentially the plan, isn't it? So you're then going to turn somewhere around here. The half foundation coming around the outside. About there. Although apparently this is the edge, so how do you not go to the edge? It should be exactly... Oh. That's why. That's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it should be. What? Like by 5? I mean, that doesn't seem right, but apparently it is. Okay. Regardless, that's our half foundation. You've now got to go. We now need to have you along here. Do you snap into here at all? Doesn't look like it. No. Okay. Then you guys might snap. Right, I'd rather you don't do that. So instead what I'm going to try and do here is bring you to the corner where you guys should be lined up here. Yes. Yes. And bring you back by one over there, one over there. That's good. That's not good. Perfect. Is that a sharp turn? Yes. Is it going to kill the driver? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's alright. And you've all got to go a bit further back than I thought, so let's get rid of one more layer here. Same with you lots. Same with... Actually, no, you can technically stay. And you're doing no harm. Not yet, at least. I've got to try and redesign this, though. Only very slightly. Already, this blueprint's coming together really nicely. OP on surviving Mars because cold waves are a day to chill out. A cold wave, so like when... I think I remember that being in the game. Is it where everything freezes over? No, it doesn't freeze over. Am I even thinking about the right game? Surviving... Yeah, no, I am thinking about the right game, yeah. This one, right? I didn't really get very far. It is a fun game. Like, I never unlocked... Actually, I think I did unlock one of these. And I started building some things inside of it. I might have to actually revisit it one day. Play it on easier settings, but... You know, could be alright. Can I survive Mars? Probably not. That'll be a very short title and stream. Today I'll be surviving Mars. Can I do it? Nope. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Easy video. You come around there. I don't think any of you needs to actually be here, do you? I can get rid of all of that. Okay, how do I actually do this? I suppose like that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Get rid of you. I don't know what I'm actually going to do there. I suppose I can... No. There's a blueprint for this, isn't there? If I'm not, like, completely insane. Is it here? There is. How does it work, though? Well, I know how blueprints work, but how does this particular one work? Did I say blueprint? I meant buildable. I don't know if I said blueprint. No. I think it's like this. No, it can't be. Which one is it? Maybe there isn't one. This is what I thought it was, but this is not the blueprint that I need. It's similar, just the wrong way. But then this part's going to end up looking really weird. Although saying that, you both actually come out by 4 here, don't you? How's that going to end up looking, though? So, you go up. Let's say to there. I don't think that's necessarily correct, although I can actually double check. It is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a half nudge back. That's not back, that's down. Oh no, that is back. Okay. For now, that's suitable. But then again, you're going to cut straight through. Which I can't really have you do. What do we do? I should be able to try and close you guys up, though. Don't know how. With that? I suppose this is the one that I need, really. Yep. Bring it over to round about there. How about that? It just looks weird though, doesn't it? Of course, you guys then overlap, which I don't want you to do anyway. I could just leave you empty for this. And then continue the pattern a bit later on. It would mean that everything now looks a bit weird, a bit out of place. What else can I do here? The thing is, right, you are exactly one foundation, but you, 1, 2, 3, 4, need to be there. And you, 1, 2, 3, 4, need to be here. From the outside... Right, so from the outside it actually looks completely fine. Why are you there? Looks alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing here. So again, from the outside now, everything is normal. from the inside, if I was to do this, then select, I know exactly what to do. I think, maybe, probably not. You. Other way. Like that. You'll then go up to around about here. The problem that we might start to face, though, is that this needs to go across there, so you might Z-snap. Which is quite annoying. Although, again, from the outside, absolutely no changes there. Which is great. I don't think now, where do I actually put you? Because again, from here now, it's actually alright. I'll definitely stick with the idea then. Everything around this side, I believe, is completely fine. A very quick double check. Yep, so you're still there. Do I want you there, though? No, I don't want you there. Replace that. We should have to do this gap here as well, to be fair. I've done that. There we go. So that's alright. Potentially even have this here. See, that's where it's supposed to be. From the outside, how does it look? It would look fine when I paint it in. Although without it, how would it look as well? I think I'll go with it. Yeah, I'll go with it. Let me paint you, is it black? Yep, looks like it. Looks fine. Bow, 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 bow. Now you're sticking out a bit further than this. Is there a reason for that? Because you should be here. Which means that you're not actually 5 wide. You're a bit less than 5. Okay. That's a bit odd. 'Cause you go up to here. So does that mean I have to drag you back a little bit? I think so, actually, yeah. Oh, man. I don't know why it's not exactly 5. So you start here. Means that there's a gap. How much? You're built on the outside of this. Very clear to see you are also built there. Is that a full gap over? For a half. No. You connect to that, and then there's a gap between this and here. No gap there. No gap there. Right, so it's half one, half and a little tiny bit. Let's try that. Half one, half, and a little tiny bit. I believe it's 1 nudge. Yes. We then have a half nudge into here. Which means that for now, all of this is actually going to go. It's technically wrong. Then let's replicate this now on the other side. We have a half nudge. which is going to be that. Then you. Then this. And you. So that's the gap. How far is that? So it is a one click. Okay. So I've got to move everything over here by essentially literally one click. Right. That's fine. Luckily now, because we know that what we're doing, it shouldn't be too difficult. Like so. Least favorite sounds in Satisfactory. I really don't like my least favorite sounds. I'm sure there is one. Although the fact that I'm struggling to think of my least favorite sound is probably a good thing. What could it be? Oh, I know, the sound of the bean. Can I try and find one to show you? Like, sometimes when you're next to a bean and it stands up and makes like a cracking sound. I'm not a massive fan of that. But other than that, honestly, everything's fine. Like, the sound design in this game is really good. If I'm honest, it is really good. You've got to come in there by a little bit. What I'm concerned now is that none of this is going to line up properly. By the way, you lined... Oh, you're not even lined up properly. There we go. Nice. Should be a gap. There is a gap. Then there should be a wall, a black wall here on the outside. Which there now is. And here on the inside, you should then be here. Half nudge, preferably. Perfect. Though you do go slightly out. I think what I'll do then is start you here. And have you meet in the middle. Here. Grab one more of you lots. No. You. Like you there. No. Here. Why are you different levels? Ah. It's alright. There's a theory. Actually, that's fine. It's alright the way it is. There is a visible gap, though. Oh, that's why I added this thing. Yeah, no, that makes sense now. See, this is the thing I was just talking about. Like, I know, even though I built it, I don't, like, understand the way I've done it. How could you tell that a project you've done is dumb when you build it and you can't even, like, replicate it? I mean, heck, it's definitely original, that's for sure. Back you into there. I never use these corner road barriers, like, literally never. I want to start using them a bit more often, because they are pretty good, actually. Good bit of kits. The spitter, because the loggy is so bad they do damage. Yeah. Death by spitters. Let's see now. Are you going to line up the answer? I can already see what the answer is going to be, but let's just do it anyway. Wow, that was really unexpected. I am discombobulated with my conclusion today. If I do a half nudge... No, I'll do a full nudge back. You should then be fine. If not, I'm out of ideas. We'll do a half nudge after that, I suppose. So I suppose I'm not entirely out of ideas. There we go. No, you're good. Then you should just go straight on. Wow, like a glove. If the glove was made from, like, cyanide. But there we go. Does it work? Yes. So, I'm alright with it. You're exactly in the middle now, aren't you? So, let's drag you out to the middle. Is that good? Yeah. That's alright. Then you go over there. Okay, that only took about 6.5 hours and 2 years off my life, but we got there in the end. Again, friendly reminder, this is one of the easiest blueprints we're going to be doing. Yeah. Oh well. All the nuclear waste belts look like a waterfall, but instead of water, it's like a bunch of barrels of green and radioactive stuff. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get onto it. Should be lots of chaos, but like fun chaos, right? Maybe. It should be chaos of some kind. There is going to be a little bit of Z snapping though. Oh well. When I say a little bit, it means like quite a lot. This... I'm not going to look at it for too long, because that generally might give someone epilepsy, but... Yeah, pain. Le pain. Le pain au chocolat. Move you back there a little bit. Right, so I want you to be here. Have you go here. I think. Looks good. Because the problem now is, if I was to place you here, you won't be able to turn. But if I place you down there, you now should be able to. How does this look? Looks alright, yeah, looks alright. Could we make it a bit sharper? Potentially. Do I want to? Not really, because that would then just break off the shape. So I'll build you up by 2 then. And again, you're going to look a bit weird now, aren't you? You do have to come forward a bit more though. You've got to go up to around about here. So let's try that. There we go. I don't know what it's going to end up looking like. Suppose we'll find out in just a jiffy. You're not the right height. Yep, knew it. Looks like you guys might Z-snap here as well. So let's bring you over here. Let's line you up properly as well, which I don't know why or not. There we go. And go to that. Let's go to that there as well. I probably kept that one there actually. Oh well. It looks fine. I mean, like, unless you're paying very close attention, it looks okay. So, no massive dramas there, I suppose. Right. Other side now, I suppose. I'm supposing a lot of things, apparently. There we go. Now, where exactly should I place you down? Here? There. No, like, literally neither of those 2 spots. You should be touching. Boom. That might have fixed it. Yeah, boy. You come back by exactly 3? No, you don't. And again, replace you down. Yeah. That's alright. What? I don't know what I'm doing about this. I want there to be something here, I just don't know what. I really just don't know what. So if I'm undecided, should there be anything here, really, then? It's clearly not that important. Oh well. Then get you. I don't know what I'm designing here, by the way. I'm literally just placing down things together. And seeing if it sticks. And the only way we'll find that out is just by doing it. Nope. Nope. How? That's it. This looks kind of cool. All the... Oh, yeah, I've already read that message. Nice. Wow, fantastic. Well done me. That's fine. Again, it serves, like, no purpose, though. That's one thing I have got to try and add in along here again. It was here before. What did I do with that? On the cable through the middle of the steel frame. I could do that. I've already got the cable running underneath my factory, though. Like, underneath this floor, at least. Down here. Could do another one. Or a pipe, potentially. Okay. Like, this side of the road's looking pretty good. Is it anything unique? No comments? I think I'll have to do one more of these above here, though. Oh, do you mean like this cable? That could work. Okay. Let's try this again. We're going 20 meters high. I could turn it into a sign. I want to have something here, essentially. I don't know why, but I just do. Why? Okay. Are you in the right spot there? Yes. Are you in the right spot here? Obviously, no. Now, you are. Okay. Can I get into that? No. Okay. How about if I try something like this? Okay, that's massive. Okay. Again, looks a bit weird. But I think with some lights, it'll make a bit more sense. So we'll do all of this here as well. There we go, that works. I like it. It's unique, it's a bit different. It's completely unnecessary, but I like it. Yep. Last side. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. We'll see how it looks when everything's finished, but for now, we'll take it. Future use? Yeah, you never know. So this column right here, for example, that I just made, it doesn't actually look that bad. In this blueprint, it looks a little bit out of place. But I could most certainly replicate this column, which it took me about, like, what, 2 minutes to do, 3 minutes to do? And then have, like, a wall behind it. So... there you go. That could be used as a column, potentially there as well. Oh well. We've done that now, that's good. Then you've now going to get placed... so... grab you. Here? Seems right. Yep, looks good. Seems right and looks good, it's probably right. Nothing's guaranteed. No, that's definitely right. Okay, good. So this side of the road, I would like to say, is pretty much complete now. I'll do my very final checks when I plop you down, preferably a bit lower though. Okay, not into the... oh my god! That shouldn't have taken like 25 minutes to do. I'll do my checks now. Okay, so the very first thing I've already noticed is this side of the wall. Is it every half foundation? Yeah, I was going to do this as well. Every half foundation. There's this bottom wall here as well. I think like the overall design of this is now done. Now it's just trying to like make sure everything fits and everything looks presentable. It's good though. Tomorrow's stream is all going to be about building the ramps. Is there anything else I've got to try and do? I'll make a list. Remind me after I do this just to make a list. Of all the blueprints I want to try and make for our roads. Thank you again, by the way, to everyone who is tuning in. Hope that everyone's doing well. Hope that you guys are having a nice day. And if not, I hope it gets a bit better. Go. This side is now done. Yay, a round of applause. No, thank you. Now let's talk a little bit more about this side. So you have to line up with that. You have to line up with this. No. You forwards that. Okay, then again, bring you across. Bring you back all the way until you're sticking out there by one. We then select you. Good of that. Oh yeah, I remember one thing that I always struggle with is the corners for the inside row. Now it shouldn't be as bad because of the materials that I'm using. Okay, yeah, because sometimes it Z-snaps like crazy. But I'm hoping now it should be fine. Although, let's see. Oh, I don't know. First of all, face the right way. That looks fine. I don't see much Z-snapping. Okay. I don't know. I literally do not know if this is right. I suppose the best way we can try and figure it out is by testing it. Although, as of right now, there are still a few things I do want to try and change. Firstly, again with these little corners. Let's try and do something about this. That's what I was doing before, then we got distracted by something else I had to get done a bit urgently. Bring you down by that. Bring you down like that. You're fine, you're fine. Okay, let's just save this. So again, there are some things here at the very bottom I'd have to try and change, like the lights have to go around there. You've now got to extend in this direction. Yeah, there's a lot to change. But it's nothing that we can't change, I don't think. Unless it is, then that's something I have to try and figure out. Square away. Well, that can probably go, right? It's not bad. Okay, look, seriously though, let's just save the blueprint again. And let's test it. I shouldn't need many resources. Again, I'm wondering why I've got so much cable. Actually, I genuinely do not know why. There's a reason, though. There'll always be a reason. Something else that I've got to try and do now, on probably on or off camera, is redesign this, but for the corner, just in case. So, that shouldn't be too bad. Or even, like, don't even redesign it, just, like, see what it looks like. You're built too high compared to everything else. I think what I'm actually going to do is rebuild all of this with our new blueprints. Go into organization. You lot into that. And let's just go back and collect everything I've placed down. We have made some improvements and some adjustments. I think every blueprint, haven't we? Yeah. Including you lots. And including... Actually, I don't think we've done much there, but... Oh well. It's gone now. So first things first, let's start off with you. Good start. You know it's a good blueprint when it... Okay, so it's reloaded everything from inside of there. Lucky I saved that blueprint, because otherwise everything would have been gone. Damn. Facing the wrong way. Good start. So the arrow's going to be facing... Is that south? Yes. Make sure that we're on the same level here. Great. Okay, so you're now the new middle. That's 001 there as well. So next we then need 002, which is going to be you. Set it to default settings and plop it right there. Right next to you. Are you facing the right way? No. Because I was facing north, it's going to face south. Okay, so get rid of that. There we go. The reason why that matters is because of this. This sticks out a bit too fun. As you can see, it's about to slot into there. If I let the clip play, there you go. See, it slots quite nicely. Whereas if I was to rotate it around, it would be one of those concrete 8-meter things going into another one. Then there'd be a massive gap on the other side. So yeah, it's important why we do that. It's nice to have as well. Everything's being lined up. Then do 8s. I can without falling off the map. That'd be grand. Okay, so I've got to change that. See, this part here, I want this rounded concrete thing to just not be there. Put. And one more of you lots. Missing some materials. Let's go get them. Holy lag. You guys didn't see that. You know what? It's alright. You know why that happened? It's because I put all my materials into those storage boxes, including the material that I need to fly. That wasn't very smart. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Be smarter. Although saying that, I've actually done it on purpose because I wanted to try and get some more resources anyway. Yep. Not because I failed. No. Okay, maybe it was. Oh, I've done it again. So, how many resources do I actually need now? Regarding the blueprint, I suppose it's one more corner. Or one corner to begin with. Which is you. I'll keep you there for now. I can move over to the other category when I'm fully finished with you. There we go. One corner, roads. We can then go with that and that. That should be all the materials I need. So one of everything. Which is almost 6,000 concretes. Okay. Can I get back on? Yeah, Vinod. The thing is, right. Okay. Oh, right. I obviously knew that, but because I'm extremely kind, really kind, I decided to demonstrate it for you guys. So I sacrificed my whole life for that clip to show you guys what not to do. I mean, if that isn't like the ultimate generosity, then I'm afraid I don't know what it will be. There we go. I've got so much rubbish on me. I suppose I could actually take some of this rubbish. So it's not entirely rubbish then, is it? Do I need you? No. Apparently not. I must do. Those are the signs. Oh no, the signs aren't... Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. Iron plates? Yep. Yep. Probably. Yep. Definitely need that. Get rid of you then. Didn't know that. Yeah, I was just... Yeah, yeah. That one's empty. One more of you. It was? There we go. Saying that I couldn't have that there for a minute. Sacrifice the thing. Oh, it's fine. It's alright. It's happened now. Have I got enough? I don't want to take anything out of my dimensional depot. That's what I'm a bit concerned about. You know, we're definitely over. I'll take one more because I'm going to need it eventually. Steel pipe, encased industrial beam, and... Any steel pipes? Oh yeah, tons. Well, actually, well, not tons, actually. That's just a lie. I've sinned. Right, you... Have that. You lots. Great. Copper sheets, you know, a stack of that. It should be a, here. Yes! Starting to know where everything is. Is that enough copper sheets? Oh yeah, wait, why do I need copper sheets? With the hypertubes, that's fine. Iron rod, plastic. I've got 600, that's enough. Plastic, just one stack of that. And quite a lot of you. I'm going to take a bit more than what I actually need, because I want to upload some of you guys to the depot. That should be more than enough. Everything that you see, over half my inventory, is for 4 of the blueprints, 3 of which, or 2 of which, are a lot smaller than the other 2. I forgot to take fuel, but I can go get some more anyway. That's pretty mental, actually, yeah. That's... Wow. Copper sheets would stack in sizes of 500. That would be quite nice. I do like the way that they've managed to stack those portable miners, because, oh, they were so annoying. New gen players won't understand the struggle of having an entire inventory full of portable miners when you're trying to place down like a bunch of miners all over the world. But we were there for the struggle. We survived. Just about. So now I want to try and add in the corner. Big boy. If I fell off the map there, I might have actually just uninstalled. Right, this is what it all comes down to. Is it lined up from here? No. How the hell is it not lined up? Okay, I think I know why. Right. Let's just try and center this, right? Right. Even though apparently this is... Oh, that's definitely not lined up, no. Potentially concerning, not quite sure just yet. And then what I'll do here is plop down U. Lined up? No. Is this fine? I suppose yes. No. I have to go around the other way. So the arrow has to now be facing east. It always has to be my left. No matter what, it has to be my left. Okay. Left. Now I'll place down one more. This is just here for demonstration purposes. I'm not actually building something out here. So it's fun that we're going straight towards the tree. That's okay. Now let's assess the damage. So first of all, this part over here, I much prefer it now. That's not too bad. This part is not even remotely aligned. Okay. Right. Although if I was to nudge you, surely that wouldn't be a drama. I don't like how this is cutting through the road, so I'm going to try and get rid of whatever's causing that, which I'm pretty sure is you. I can see what I can do about that. So let's try and nudge you first of all. That's going to be the most important thing. I can actually clearly see it's not lined up there. I still don't think this is a massive problem. Let's see. So that's where you were before. If I do this from up here, might make things slightly easier. There. Oh, I didn't actually add this thing on top of there. Okay, that's another thing I've got to try and change. That's fine though. Again, minor thing. Everything's lined up now. Yep. The main difference, again, is just adding that. Then review. How can I solve this? Other than just simply removing it. Which I might honestly just do. Although now you're cutting through here. See, we can't be having that. Yeah. So what blueprint's this? This is 002. So if I was just to very quickly replace you with a 001. Or, that would make a difference. If I was to have the arrows facing the opposite way. Just quickly. That makes no difference. Right. Although I think everything else other than that is fine. Oh, right, the problem also is you just stick out from there as well. I might just do a hollow inner circle there. Let's see. If I get rid of you, place you again with a 002 facing left. 002 is just this variant of the blueprints that doesn't have the sticky outy bits. Just easier to remember it like that. 001, no sticky out. 002, sticky out. There we go. Although without any context, that makes... It sounds like, you know, those player customization characters, like, in newer games, rather than saying male and female, they say, like, character 1, character 2. That's what it sounds like. Character 1's got the sticky out bit, character 2 hasn't. Oh, dear. 2025. If you don't laugh, you cry. So, this is fine the way it is. One thing I didn't actually do is add in the power towers, which I think will be fine. What I'm mostly concerned about now is just trying to make everything not Z-snap through the floor. That's kind of a big thing. I think everything here is fine, isn't it? I don't know why I've got this. Oh, I know why, because it was bugged. So, clear blueprint designer. No, load. If I've got the resources to, which I should be able to. Definitely go for a load. There we go. Portable miners used to have 1 slot. Now it's 50. Yeah, it's so much better. I can understand why they used to have 1 slot. Having said that, though, I love how they have 50 slots now. Did I not do the lights on this side? Okay, that's something else I've got to try and change. In fact, let me just do that now, because I will forget otherwise. I didn't do any of the lights, did I? That is one thing I said I was going to do. I want to try and just square away this project. So I know it's, like, done. It should be good. No, it seems a bit too wide. How about you? I think you're staying, aren't you? Where did I not build something there? No. Okay. This doesn't seem right. Is this not right? I know what I've done wrong. 2,520 uranium waste per minute? Ooh, that's... That is something. Ooh, wow. I'm speechless. I suppose all I can say is have fun. And try not to have a kibitz moment. If you do have a kibitz moment, I fear that's the end of your playthrough. No, it shouldn't be that bad, but yeah. It would be a challenge. But it sounds like you've overcome worse challenges in this game. If you go AFK for an hour, that's like 25. Why did I say an hour? 25,000. 150,000 plus uranium waste. That's just for an hour. Right. Bit of that there as well. My voice was so tired after yesterday's stream. I'm not used to talking for 6 hours. The thing is, I think I've talked about this before, but off camera, I don't really talk much. Unless someone's talking to me, then I'd often respond. It would be a bit awkward if I didn't respond. Right, so then chuck you where? Here. Why is my mouse doing that? Nice. Is everything built up now? I think so. it doesn't line up, I can fix it off camera. That should be fine. This is what it should look like. No. This is what it should look like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. With you being, in theory, it's not there. One, two, three, 4. That's where you should be there, shouldn't you? Luckily, we have got the dolly mode. Right on the very outside, yes. I still didn't do that one, damn it. Okay, now we know. It's definitely something I'm going to fix off camera. In fact, no, I might as well just do it now. Because again, I will forget. It's such a grind to do though, it really is. Especially when like every single blueprint has minor changes. I'll often change one thing, then not change anything else, and be like, oh no, I've got to change this, and that, and that, and this, and this, and that, and that. Gibbets moment? No, you'll be fine. You gotta think positive thoughts. It won't be a nuclear meltdown. It'll only be a half nuclear meltdown. Yeah, positivity. So you're fine. You're fine-ish. Okay, so I've done that. Okay, so just the lights, really. It's not too bad, then. Would I recommend anyone builds what I've built? No. I mean, you can if you want. There's easier ways to do it. Like, it depends what you're trying to build. Like, if you're trying to build like the most basic of things, like I showed a bit earlier, all you have to do is just zone out a foundation. If you want it to look like kind of neat, then add a conveyor belt to that. You don't even have to have the conveyor belt on a foundation, but then it just looks like it's, you know, mum spaghetti. I don't really want it to look like that. Please, thank you. Whereas this, again, I keep saying this, because we are keeping this blueprint for the next probably 1,000 or so, like few hundred or 1,000 or so hours, I want it to look presentable. I'm going to be seeing this gosh darn blueprint every single day for the next God knows how many months. So I want it to look nice. And right now it's not looking too shabby. Like, compare it to the very first design that we had. I'll actually try and bring up the very first design. I probably can. You are now eligible to get Mimic Weapon Package for Battlefield 6 to get your loot claim... Huh? I don't know what Twitch is talking about. Apparently I can get some weapon for Battlefield 6, like a camo for Battlefield 6. Okay. Yesterday's stream. So, live. Oh no, sorry, not yesterday's stream, because that was that. It was this one. Don't be an ad. Grammarly. I hate ads. So, can we see the very first design? We did some logistic stuff to start off with, didn't we? I didn't realize it took that long, damn. Damn. What was I doing for half the stream? So here's where we started it. And this is where I started, like, from the actual base itself, which I thought was a pretty decent idea. And you can kind of see what we were trying to do. This is like the sticky outy bit. The character one. So you can see the foundations come to life, but I had this little white wall there instead, which I didn't really like that much. There you go. So this is the part I wanted to try and flick to. So I experimented at first with this, if I get my chat out of the way just for a second. We started with this, with the white top there, white down there, with a 4, I think this was 4 meters, wasn't it? And that might have been 2 meters, not quite sure though. we started off with that, and then I tried adding in this, and I thought, okay, that doesn't look too bad. So we progressed over time. And then we've gone from that to this. So it's a slight progression. It's a change of colors and everything, but it goes to show that you can make a change. Just keep going at it, then eventually it might end up looking a bit less terrible. That's the advice for today. Keep going, even if it looks terrible, because it might look a bit less terrible. Maybe not, it might look worse. And also, sometimes less is more. More is less. It's actually rather difficult trying to find that middle ground between wanting to build something that looks nice, but also not, like, missing out on detail. Sometimes I do often fall into the trap of adding too much and then thinking, oh dear, this is a bit over the top. I don't think this is dreadful though. Again, I have made worse things than this, so I'll take it. You've already had a nuclear meltdown from a while ago on your update 8 playthrough, and you're only making 1,225 uranium waste per minute, and it made like 3 million uranium waste. Ooh. That sounds fun. Ooh, wow. It's alright. I'm sure, again, it'll be fun. And if there is a problem, think of it like a fun side quest to try and solve it. Would it actually be fun to solve? Probably not. But it's all to do with the mind, isn't it? If you say to yourself, this is going to be really enjoyable, it might be really enjoyable. So the lights are now done. I can move on to the things that I said I wanted to do about half an hour ago. Which is this. So what am I going to do here? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Although I do want you to actually extend out to here. That was a minor thing that I caught. So I think I wanted to end up looking like that. But then the problem is, you're then going to quite weirdly go into this. Right. Let me see what this is going to end up looking like. Corner, yep, that's the one. Waste problem has been sorted temporarily. You turned off the power for the fuel rod production, so it's hopefully fine. It's just that your rocket fuel plant is only making 200,000 megawatts, but that's not too bad. But max consumption is 250k. That's not too bad. I mean, coming from me, he's made 14,000. Yeah. So it's a big difference. 14,000 so far, should I say. I plan on making billions now. It's not that much. A fair amount. So this has completely removed the Z snapping problem. Wait. How did I make that? Okay, it doesn't matter. I can fix that again, simply. Everything from down here now looks fine. I actually prefer the way that looks. It's nice and open there as well. Everything from up here looks completely fine. The last addition, which I don't need to come back here to double check, but to add that across there. Is there anything else? And again, remove that rod that was across there. That little 1 meter long wall. Everything else appears to be fine. I want to have that there. Yep. So then you won't be a 001, you'll be 002. That will make a difference though again. So everything's good. So that's fantastic. Double check. On this side here as well. Yes. Great. That's really good in fact. That's the worst bit out of the way with, chat. That's the most difficult part done. Not enough fuel. Making that packaged liquid biofuel would be a really good idea. Should I have done it like a month ago? Yeah? Oh well. You stick out by a bit too much. Actually, no, you're the one that sticks out by a bit too much. Yeah. So I think we're done with that essentially for the day, which is quite nice. It took us 2.5 hours to basically design one blueprint. And actually, that's something else I want to try and do. So we're not done. We're not done. I still want to try and show you guys what this looks like. And also show myself what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like. No, roughly. There's where I wanted to try and bring it to. That's central. Lovely. It's here again. That can go there. And again, you have to be 002. Then you're 001 then. It does make a difference. Like, it generally does make a difference. Which one I have here? Make sure you're facing left, which you are. Make sure you're also lined up there as well, which you now are. Everything's good. Everything's great. That's brilliant. Let's continue. Make one blueprint. Thank you. I know. I often do break barriers in the Satisfactory world for being incredibly slow with everything that I do. But I have to make it right. Like, if it's not right, it might as well be wrong. Great. So this is the part now that I was unsure with, but I think I know how to do a very simple fix for it. If I select you... How far back are you going? So, to there. So you're going to have to come back like this. Then... That's... So. Oh, why do you stick out like that? Oh, I know why. That's annoying, but I can just redo that. Wait, what? You didn't save? I mean, you should have. Why didn't you save? I added stuff along here. Did it... Is this not the... Wait. This is the right blueprint, so how didn't you save that? I don't know. Oh, well, maybe I saved it, then did it? Regardless, again, that's completely fine. I'll do that off camera. And do this as well off camera. When it comes to... Actually, not even that corner blueprint, it's this. I'll have to redesign that. No, it's fine. So get the power tower. Make sure the ladder's facing down there, which it's currently not. There we go. Make sure you're lined up. Yep, you're good that side. Glad you're over there by one. Why not? There we go. Same thing here. Nice. I don't think these look too bad. I don't think they do. This one is going to be a bit closer compared to the rest. You're also going to be angled as well, I think. If I can. I don't know what that would even end up looking like. Let's try. I might just have to do a redesign for this one, if I'm honest. And bring it out by a bit further. That's okay. One, two, one. Order, power, tower. Nice. Then you can go, actually pretty much there, that's perfect. Okay, that works perfectly. It does. Yes. Great. Get rid of that. Final look for the day. Yeah, I'll take it. Compared to where we started, it's got potential now. I'm still rather concerned about the vertical version of this blueprint. Like, how am I going to do it? I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I don't know. Oh well. Thank you guys very much for tuning into today's live stream. I do greatly appreciate it. If you do want to watch any more of my streams, you can watch back the VODs. I've done tons of Satisfactory streams. I've done like a good couple hundred. So there's always some there if you guys do want to view it. Regardless, thank you for the 15 likes on today's live stream. Damn. That's awesome. Thank you guys very much for that. Tomorrow, I will be live on some Battlefield, but on Sunday, we are back to Satisfactory. So again, if you guys are interested in Satisfactory content, you can subscribe. I never force anyone to subscribe because it's up to you. But if you are enjoying these streams, and if you do want to get notified for them, then feel free to sub, because I don't really stream at like the same time every single day. I do try, but things happen, life comes first. So sometimes it's an evening stream, sometimes it's a morning stream. Just depends on the day. Regardless, I'm not going to drag out the outro for too much longer, because I often have a tendency of doing that. So thank you very much for watching. Battlefield tomorrow, then Satisfactory on Sunday. Have an amazing rest of your day. And remember, Godspeed and cheerio.